Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing good. Children, as you all are aware that yesterday we had started basic fundamental operations on decimals, and in that row we have done addition yesterday. Today we are going to start subtraction of decimal. So that is our today's topic, and after understanding how to do subtraction, then we are going to carry on with our exercise, that is 6.5. So let us understand what is subtraction of decimal and how you are going to do the subtraction of decimal. So let's start, children. Subtraction of decimal. Now subtraction of decimal is same as of subtraction in whole number. Fine. Subtraction means take away or taking away from a whole. Fine. Or anything which we will take it out. That is called subtraction. So in decimal, what we will do, we have been given with two decimal number, and what we understood yesterday, that decimal or that point always comes just below the point, either in addition or in subtraction. In both operations will write decimal just below the decimal. So in subtraction of decimal, we will see and we will understand, as you all are knowing it, that in subtraction we are going to write a bigger number first. So in this also we will find it out, because we have done comparison also, and we will be able to understand that which number is bigger. So that number we will write first, and bigger number will be written, and the smaller number will be written just below that bigger number, and that point will comes just below the point. And after that we will do the subtraction, and everything we will do it in the same way as we were doing it whole number. All the steps, everything is same. So you don't need to think about it more. So let's start it. Subtract our first example from your book, example 3, that is of subtraction. Subtract 31.53 from 46.89. 46.89. Now, as you all are aware that in subtraction we were writing the bigger number first. Now from 31 and 46, which number is bigger? Tell me first, which number is bigger? 46. So what we are going to write first? We are going to write first 46 only. So that we will write here 46.89, then minus 31.53. That we will write. Now you can do this subtraction. Yes. 9 minus 3, what you will get? 6. 8 minus 5, 3, and 6 minus 1, 5, 4 minus 3, 1. So what is the answer here? What is the answer here? 15.36. So understand this question, what we have done in this question. In this question, we have been given that subtract 31.53 from 46.89. You have been given with this question. Now out of 31.53 and 46.89, you all are aware that 46 is bigger. So that bigger number we are going to write it first. 46.89 we will write first. And out of 46.89 we will subtract 31.53. So after arranging it into column, then start doing subtraction. Start doing subtraction. 9 minus 3, what you will get? 6. 8 minus 5, you will get 3. Then point you will write. 6 minus 1, 5 you will get, and 4 minus 3 you will get 1. So what is the answer? 15.36. So this is the way to do the subtraction. Let's see fourth example from your book. How you will do the subtraction of example number 4. That question is that example is a little bit different. Now subtract example 4. Subtract 42.86 from what? From 59.7. From 59.7 you are supposed to subtract this 42.86. Now as you all are aware of it, that which is bigger, 42 or 59? 59 is bigger. It means we are going to write 59 first. So we'll write 59.7 and here minus 42.86. Now what we have understood yesterday, that if we do not have same decimal place, we are going to add 0 to make like decimal places. Fine. So here what we have done, we have added 0. Now you can do the subtraction here. 7 will become 6 and this will become 10. Because 0 will borrow, no? Because out of 0 you cannot subtract 6. So this 0 will borrow from 7. So 7 will become 6 and this will become 10. 10 minus 6, what it will become? 4. Now 6, what 6 will do? 6 will borrow from 9. 9 will become 8. This will become 16. 16 minus 8, 8 you will get it. Now 8 minus 2, what you will get? 6. 5 minus 4, 1 you will get it. So what is the answer here? The answer will be 16.84. So this will be your answer. So what we have done in this example, you have been given with two decimal number. First one is 42.86 and the other one is 59.7. See children, you can remember this in that way, that whatever two decimal number will be given to you, you are supposed to change it into like decimal and then you will do that addition or subtraction, whatever. So this addition and subtraction will become can be done by changing the decimal number into like decimal. Means if one has one decimal place, other has two decimal place. So by putting 0, we will change the two decimal number into like decimal number. So now what we have done, 59.7, because 59 is bigger. So from 59.7, so for changing it into like decimal, we have added 0 over there, minus 42.86. 42.86. Then we'll start doing the subtraction 10. Now from 0 you cannot subtract 6. So 0 will borrow from 7. 7 will become 6. This will become 10. 10 minus 6, what you will get? 4. Then this will become 16 because it will borrow from 9. 9 will become 8. And then do the subtraction and you will get the answer 16.84. So by doing this question, I hope the concept of subtraction of decimal will be clear to you all. So now let's start our exercise 6.5. Fine, two questions we have already done yesterday. Today we will see third question, which is already arranged in column in your book, and that you are supposed to do it in your book only. And so today we will start with a question number 4 of exercise 6.5. So let's start that. Exercise 6.5, question number 4. Write in column form and subtract. Question number 4. Write in column form and subtract. Write in column form and subtract. Now the basic is quite clear that decimal will come just below the decimal, and after arranging the number in column form, then you are supposed to do the subtraction. Now here you have been given the number already having this subtraction symbol. If subtraction symbol will not be given, then you have to find it out that which number is bigger. That you will write first. Now here 4.89 minus 3.72. Now you can see in these two numbers, both numbers have two decimal place. So you don't require to change it into like decimal. They are already in like decimal. So what you will do, you will just write solution in your copy. Arrange the number in column form. Minus 3.72 and then do the subtraction. Now 9 minus 2 you will get 7. 8 minus 7 1. Then a decimal point 4 minus 3 1. So what is the answer? Answer will be 1.17. Quite simple. What we have done? We have been given with two decimal numbers. Both have two decimal place. And just arrange it into column. The bigger one will be written first, 4.89 minus 3.72, and then simply do the subtraction. Here you don't require to borrow anything. Fine, because the smaller number was smaller than the decimal places are also smaller than that. So you don't require to borrow anything. So this one question is quite simple. Now B part. Let's see B part. B part again. B part is also quite simple, but here the decimal part is smaller. So in that we will borrow. Fine. So let's start our B part. B part is 18.23. B part is 18.23 minus what? Minus 6.32. So start doing subtraction of this. What we will do it here? 18.23 minus, now 6 will be written on ones place only. 6 will be written on ones place only. 6.3 and 2. So now here you have to see, can you subtract? Yes, we can. 3 minus 2, 1 we will get. Now from 2 we cannot subtract 3. So what 2 will do? 2 will borrow from this 8. 8 will become 7 and this 2 will become 12. 12 minus 3, what you will get? 9. And 7 minus 6, what you will get? 1 and 1. So what is your answer? 11.91. Simple basic of subtraction you are going to use in all these questions to solve it. And if you have different decimal place, then you will change it into like decimal and then you will do the subtraction. So let's start our C part. Again, this concept of borrowing number. See, here you will not think that the number is before decimal and this number is after decimal. So you are supposed to take it only from that. No, you can take it both from that. You can take it from here also, you can take it here also. The simple subtraction only you are supposed to do it. Fine, you can take it from there also and you can take it from this also. If this number will be smaller, you will borrow from this. If this number will be smaller, you will borrow from this. If this number will be smaller, you will borrow from this. Fine. So this borrow you can do it simply just like whole number only. So you don't need to think about it more that how we will do it. Quite simple questions. You can do it easily, or if you want you can do it along with me only. Fine. By watching this video only, at that time only you can do these questions. Now let's start our C part. 45.326. C part is 45.326 minus the other number is 37.238. So this is your number, and then let's see how we are supposed to do it. Now this bigger number is given, so this bigger number you will write first. So this 45.326 we will write first, minus 37.238. So now, as I told you just now, that if this number will be smaller, that this number will borrow from this, and if this number will be smaller, this number will borrow from this. So we keep on borrowing from the previous number only. Now out of 6 we cannot subtract it. So what 6 will do? 6 will borrow from 2. 2 will become 1. This will become 16. 16 minus 8, you will get 8. Now from 1 you cannot subtract 3. So this will borrow from this. This will become 11. 11 minus 3, you will get 8. 2 minus 2, 0. Now this decimal has came. So we'll write here decimal. This will become 3 and this will become 15. Why we have done this? Because out of 5 we cannot subtract 7. So 5 will borrow from the other one. So 15 minus 7, you will get 8. 3 minus 3, you will get it 0. So what is the answer of this question? 8.088. 8.088. What we have done in this question? We have been given with this number 45.326 minus 37.238. So what we have done? 45.326 minus 37.238. Fine. Then do the subtraction. 16. Now 6 is smaller than 2. 6 is smaller than 8. So 6 will borrow from 2. 2 will become 1. This will become 16 minus 8. 8 will get it. Now this 1 will borrow from 3. 11 minus 3, you will get it 8 again. Then 2 minus 2, 0. 15 minus 7. Because 5 is smaller than 7. So 5 will also borrow from 4. And this will become 15. 15 minus 7, you will get it 8. 3 minus 3, you will get it 0. So what is the answer? 8.088. That will be your answer. Let's start our D part. Yes, now in D part you have to understand how to do the subtraction when we have one number which is having one decimal place and the other number is having two decimal place. So let's start the D part. D part is 23.26 minus 18.6. So now this we have one decimal place. In 18.6 we have one decimal place, and in this we have two decimal place. How we can change one decimal place into two decimal place? Let's see. Right now they are unlike decimal. Unlike decimals, what are unlike decimal? Unlike decimals are those decimals which have different decimal places. In this you can see two decimal places are there. In this we have one decimal place. It means they have different decimal places. So now what we will do? We'll write here 23.26 minus 18.6. Now what we will write here? What we will write here? We will write here 0. Now 6 minus 0 will get 6. Now from 2 you cannot subtract 6 because 2 is smaller. So 2 will borrow from this 3. This will become 2 and this will become 12. Now 12 minus 6, what you will get? 6. Put the decimal. Now from 2 you can subtract it? No. So again this 2 will borrow from this 2. This will become 1. This will become 12. 12 minus 8, 4 we will get it. And this will become 0. So what is the answer here? Answer will be 4.66. 4.66. Fine. I think the concept of subtraction of decimal will be clear to you all. If the number will be given in unlike decimal, unlike decimals are those which have different decimal places. So we'll change it into like decimal places by adding 0 and then we will do the subtraction. Now here 23.26 minus 18.6. Here we do not have any number, so we have written 0 over here. Now we'll do the subtraction. 6 we will write. Now 6 minus 0, 6 we will get it. Now here 2 is smaller than 6. So what 2 will do? 2 will borrow from this 3. And this subtraction is same as of whole number. We are going to borrowing from the previous number. Fine. So this 3 will become 2. This will become 12. 12 minus 6, what you will get? 6. And here you will get 2. 2 will borrow from this 2. This 2 will become 1 and this will become 12. 12 minus 8, what you will get? 4, and here you will get 0. What is the answer? 4.66. This will be your answer when you will write it in column form. Fine, and you will subtract it. So with this we have completed our D part. Let's start E part, and in E part what is there? That the number, from the number which you have to do the subtraction, that number is having one decimal place. So let's find it out how you will do this E part. E part is 29.6. 29.6 minus 13.73. 13.73. So how we are going to do the subtraction here? 29.6. This is having only one decimal place. So this is supposed to change it into 2 decimal place. How we can change it into 2 decimal place? By putting a 0. Minus 13.73. Fine. How we will do the subtraction? If we have a number which will be written above and have one decimal place, then we will add 1 0 to make it 2 decimal place. Fine. If other number is having 2 decimal place, so what we will do here now? From 0 you cannot subtract 3, so this 0 will borrow from here. So this will become 10. 10 minus 3, what you will get? 7. From 15 you cannot subtract 7, so what 15 will do? 15 will borrow from 9. This will become 8 and this will become 15. 15 minus 7, what you will get? 8. 8 minus 3, what you will get? 5. 2 minus 1, 1 you will get it. So what is the answer here? The answer will be 15.87. So let's see this question once again. What is given to you? You have been given with 29.6 minus 13.73. Now the other number is having 2 decimal place. Here we have only 1 decimal place. It means they are unlike decimal. So unlike decimal are supposed to change it into like decimal. What are like decimals? Like decimals are those which have same decimal place. Fine. So what we have done, how we will change it into like decimal place? By adding 0 to make equal number of decimal places. Here we have 2, but here we have 1. So what we will do, we will add 0 after 6 to make it equal number of decimal places. Then we will subtract 29.60 minus 13.73. Then we will subtract here 10 minus 3. What we will get? We will get 7. And here, now this 0, from 0 we cannot subtract 3. So what we will do? We will borrow. So this will become 5. Again 5, from 5 we cannot subtract 7. So 5 will borrow from here. This will become 8 and this will become 15. 15 minus 7, what you will get? 8. And 8 minus 3, 5. 2 minus 1, 1. You will get it. What is the answer here? 15.87. So with this we have completed our E part. Now our F part. Let's see. F part is also very interesting because you have been given with 2 numbers and both the numbers are unlike decimal. So first we will understand how to change an unlike decimal into like decimal, and then we will do the subtraction. So let's start that F part. F part is 12.51 minus 12.51 minus 2.912. 2.912. So what we will do here? Here we have 3 decimal place. Here we have 2 decimal place. how 2 decimal places will be changed into 3 decimal place by adding 0 after 100th place. Fine. So 12.51 and we will add 0 over there, minus 2.91 and 2. Now this subtraction we are supposed to do it. Fine, this subtraction we are supposed to do it. Now how we will do it? See, from 0 we cannot subtract 2. No? So what this 0 will do? This 0 will borrow from this. This will become 0 and this will become 10. 10 minus 2, what you will get? 8. Now from 0 you cannot subtract 1. So this 0 will borrow from this 5. This will become 4 and this will become 10. 10 minus 1, what you will get? 9. Now from 4 you cannot subtract 9. So 4 will borrow from this 2. This will become 1 and this will become 14. 14 minus 9, 5. You will get it. Now from 1 you can subtract 2. No. Again this is going to borrow from here. This will become 11 minus 2. You will get 9 and here you will be getting 0. So what is the answer here? The answer will be 9.598. So what we have done, we have been given with two numbers which are unlike decimals. So the first step to change it into like decimals, we have changed into like decimal, and after changing it into like decimal, then what we have done, that we have written 12.510 minus 2.912. So from 0 you cannot subtract 2. So this 0 will borrow from 1. This will become 10. 10 minus 2 you will get 8. Now this will become 0. So now from 0 you cannot subtract 1. So this 0 will borrow from 5. This will become 4. And 10 minus 1 you will get it 9. Now this 4 will borrow from this 2. This will become 14. 14 minus 9, what you will get it? 5. And this will become 1. 1 will borrow from here. This will become 11. 11 minus 2, what you will get? 9. So in this way you can easily do the subtraction. And now we will see a few different questions from your question 3, which is already arranged in column, but we'll see how to do the subtraction. So with this F part, we have completed our subtractions question which have been given in your book. What we have done today, we have done 2 examples. Along with that, we have completed our question number 4 of exercise 6.5, in which you are supposed to do subtraction. For doing subtraction, what you will do? For doing subtraction, you need to change unlike decimal into like decimal. The bigger decimal place will be, decimal number will be written first, then minus, and then you will write the next decimal number, change it into like decimal by putting zeros, and then start doing subtraction by borrowing. If you have a smaller number above, fine, and by borrowing, then you can easily do the subtraction. Now question number 3, which is given in your book exercise 6.5, that is already arranged in column form in your book. You are supposed to do only subtraction in your book itself. So in your book itself, you simply do the subtraction and write down answers in your book itself. That you will not do it in your copy. So from exercise 6.5, you are supposed to do question 2 and question 4 in your copy, which you are supposed to do to arrange in column and then do addition and subtraction. So I hope concept of addition, which we have done yesterday, and concept of subtraction, which we have done today, that is clear to everyone. There will be no doubt. If still you have any doubt, that we can discuss again in our online class. We are going to discuss it again. We are going to do it, understand it again in the online class. So there you can ask your queries, and till that you will complete all the work in your notebook regarding this. So now exercise 6.5 we have completed today, and then tomorrow we are going to start the next basic fundamental operation, that is multiplication. So children, that's all for today. Have a good day.